up. And I believe we are live, guys. So this is R.E. Seraphin here with us and Owen. How you guys doing?
Good. Feeling good.
Feeling good.
Feeling good? Ready to rock?
Yes.
Ready to rock.
All right, you guys want to take it away then?
All right.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey guys, real quick.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that the original sound was turned on or off.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that should be all good now.
Yeah, it's sounding better.
Nice.
Sick. My bad. Cool. All right. This next song is called "Lead Me in the Tide." 1, 2, 3, 4. original sound doing its thing.
Y'all are sounding pretty good.
Wait.
Frick yeah. All right, we're gonna just keep trucking along, chugling.
Let's juggle.
Cool. Hear me out. Sweet. Got a couple more. This next song is called Streetlight. It's on Tiny Shapes. Sweet. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. About how I'm feeling, and I hear you sigh. All right.
All right.
R.I.P. RBG.
For real.
Look forward to Vince McMahon being the new Supreme Court Justice.
Oh.
In dead heat with Ted Nugent. All right.
14
14. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listless days and restless nights. You are searching for respite. Views of light bring a fear. Fear of getting through the years. I want it all. Fortuna falls. Some space to crawl. I want it all. Closed eye crumbled on a chair. Shadow catches unaware. How do you get out of this hole? Someone trapped into a hole. I want it all. Fortuna falls. Some space to crawl. I want it all. I will find a way to live and tear you down. Your little hopes are squelched, left without a sound. The big message is there for all to see. Like a mosquito buzzing through the street. I want it all. Fortuna falls. Some space to crawl. I want it all. I want it all. Fortuna falls. Some space to crawl. I want it all. Fortuna falls. Cool. Thanks for setting this up, Thomas. You rock.
Oh, all these cables.
Are we still live?
You guys are still live. Yeah, thanks for agreeing to come through and play on the show. Super stoked.
Yeah, thanks
Glad
for
to be
having us.
here. Yeah, thanks a
You
lot.
guys sound great. And where are you guys located again? Where are you guys based at?
We're in my home in beautiful Vallejo, California.
Oh heck yeah. I had a roommate from Vallejo.
Oh, nice.
That's sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's got some spunk. It's got character. Owen's from Oakland.
Yeah, drove up here just a little bit ago.
Oh sick. We love
Cool.
that. Thanks for making the drive.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's like we're playing a real show, commuting.
I rushed over here. I was like, man, I miss rushing to get to shows.
Yeah, right? Close as we can get to the real thing right now, so.
Yeah, the cool thing is like you can just dive right into it. Like there's not like the 3 hours of standing around after you sound.
Yeah, setting up and whatnot. No free drink tickets though. Can't offer you that.
Well, Ray might hook that up for me after this.
Yeah, I mean, I can provide my own drinks. It's fine. All over that. Cool. This next song is a Luna cover. Cool. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh. It's true. You're lazy. You're tired and crazy. And you know there's something more, but you can't give it a name. Someone's selling all your heroes, and they seem so tame. Heard before, said your kiss was tragic. Heard before, now they say it's magic. You need time off for good behavior, and you know there's something more, but you can't give it a name. Someone's selling all your heroes, and they seem so tame. Heard before, said your kiss was tragic. Heard before, now they say it's magic. Alright. Heard before, said your kiss was tragic. Heard before, now they say it's magic. Alright, this is our last song. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks again, Thomas. Haven't seen her in 7 days. I don't know what to even say. All aboard the Sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was sick, guys. You guys sounding really good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, stoked to have you guys on the show again. So thanks for driving down to from Oakland to Ray's house so we could do this.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And I'm glad we could work it out. I'm glad we could finally get our schedules aligned to make it happen.
Yeah, thanks for accommodating us.
Yeah, dude. So for those of you that are tuned in to the TBD live stream here, or if you're on KCSB FM 91.9 in Santa Barbara on Sundays, you just heard a live performance by R.E. Seraphin zooming in live from their bunker with us out of Vallejo. So, how have you guys been holding up during the quarantine?
I've been okay. How about you? Yeah, you go first, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't. That's a bit of a loaded question. Good. I mean, personally, I sort of relish the opportunity to like procrastinate and be lazy and uh, not play shows sometimes even. So kind of refreshing. But I'm definitely itching to like I don't know do things again.
Yeah, I feel that. But I mean, it's totally socially acceptable to do nothing right now.
Yeah, I definitely embraced that feeling, especially the first couple months. Was like,
Oh, 100%. The first couple months I was doing literally
yeah, stay
nothing.
inside. I was like, I can get behind that, and
Yeah, exactly.
too hard for me. Yeah,
Yeah, it's only now that the like veneer is starting to crack for me.
right.
This is the first
Yeah.
time I've worn jeans in probably like 4 months.
You look good
Well,
now.
Thanks.
looking good, yeah. So we have a couple comments here
Oh yeah,
from Paisley Shirt Records. Says, I like this song. I think that was in reference to Fortuna. And then Vallejo, yeah. And then your last song, woo.
awesome.
Those are some positive comments.
That's
Some
what I love
positive
to
comments.
hear.
So how do you guys like virtual gigs? Every artist I have usually has like mixed responses over them.
Right. Well, it's sort of hard to know. I feel like us just playing in this room feels fine. I have no idea what it sounds like out there. You know what I mean? So it's like just us playing in the room feels relatively normal. Besides, like trying to wear a mask and playing is very awkward. Uh,
I totally feel you.
that's like looking down and being like, "This thing is in my face." That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm into playing shows inside my home. That seems tight, but uh, I think the like for me, it's kind of like one more thing that we as musicians like have to learn to do. You know, it's like
Yeah.
on top of like managing ourselves and booking our shows and like
Yeah, totally.
making the records and like now we have to be like experts in Zoom and like various other apps. So it's
Yeah,
like
right.
it does feel like slightly overwhelming in that sense. But I think it's like it's cool and like I've seen some good live stream shows. Like I watched Lou Barlow live in his living room and he was just getting like completely wasted on red wine with his wife and like
Bro, that sounds freaking sick, actually. What the heck?
yeah, and he was like, just like would stop playing to like pick up a record and like tell his audience that he thinks like a certain record is cool and like so
Yeah.
I was like that part I enjoyed the kind of like low key or like intimate nature of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you take
yeah.
the stage away; it's a bit less formal, and that is kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
So it's not so like we're on a stage and everyone has to shut up and watch us. A
Hmm.
bit more like interactive or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love receiving I know this is on Zoom, but on Instagram people can send you hearts a lot. So I enjoy that. Like
Oh yeah,
like
whenever I'm on a Instagram live stream, I make sure to smash that heart because I think when you hold down on it, it shoots like a million up at once and just constant.
Oh, that's me. Okay, I know what those.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you can get the giant heart too.
Oh,
So
how do you do the giant heart? That sounds sick.
I can't. I would have to. I'd have to refresh my memory, but
I feel that.
I don't
Yeah.
know about Leonard either.
yeah.
So, anyways, you're saying that you're Vallejo based. Growing up, I feel like there wasn't much to do in terms of like DIY music where I'm from a little suburb called Simi Valley. We got the Reagan Library of all things. But
Oh wow.
other than that, there was only a few people doing like DIY shows later on. But what was the scene like where you grow up? And did you grow up in Vallejo or?
I grew up in Berkeley.
Okay.
To touch on what you said, like the Reagan Library seems like a sick place to have a punk show.
Oh my God, dude, that would be so sick if somebody could make that happen.
Seems unlikely, but
Yeah,
it'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I grew up in Berkeley, so I'm not like a stranger to DIY spaces, you know. But certainly in Vallejo, there aren't very many venues. There are a couple like small bars that have like occasional kind of small ensemble sets, so like blues or folk, you know.
Yeah.
And there's like there's a my friends put on this event called Resound, which is like they kind of rent out this huge empty warehouse on Mare Island, which is like an abandoned naval base next to Vallejo.
Mhm.
Um, and they like put on noise shows, and you know it's kind of like more of a Mills College type vibe there.
That's cool.
Um,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, sounds kind of sick actually.
Pretty fun.
yeah, it is cool. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think people want music in Vallejo, so I'm like slowly trying to like get my foot in the door at some places and like see if I can get some bands out here if we ever have shows again.
Right. Another place to play besides Oakland and San Francisco. Vallejo,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah,
fun.
yeah. Has living in Vallejo and trying to do music stuff out there influenced your creativity in any way in terms of your newer records?
Um, well, I'm certainly like more isolated than I was when I lived in Oakland, so like there are fewer distractions in a way. Like other than like walking my dog and like being the three friends that I have out here, there's like not much going on. So like that has been cool. But
What about
yeah,
like
I haven't done a deep dive into like the psychogeography of Leo yet.
I feel you, I feel you. So what about like growing up in or living in Oakland and growing up in Berkeley? Do you guys ever go to like Gilman Street, that venue at all?
For sure. I played Gilman. I guess I only played Gilman one time, but gone to shows there, of course. Uh, it's fun. It's fun.
I
It's a
played
place.
I played once and I was 86th.
Really? You were? Why?
Um, I think I think it was like my high school band, and they I don't we had a certain stage banter, let's say, at the time that was like not welcome in the Gilman space, and we were like 86th. And then I played there one other time in a different band with like called Hunks and His Punks, and that was like fun but different. That was like not the normal Gilman vibe. Yeah, I mean it's like a legendary space, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
So
me, just growing up, it was like that's like a place where the high school kids would go to like secretly get drunk around the corner and like go
Right.
see
Well, it's
yeah,
all.
yeah go see like a Jewish Screwdriver cover band called Driver.
That's hilarious. I've definitely had my share of 40s behind Gilman.
so you said that you played in Hunks and His Punks?
Yeah, I did. I did. I don't know, for like 6 months when I
Oh,
was
that's
like
sick.
18, I
I
think.
believe that's like a Shannon and the Clams like side project, something like that, right? Is something related? I don't know. Is it?
Shannon has played in Hunks and His Punks, not in the same era uh, as me, but yeah, that band was better than the one I was. I was, uh, I was very bad at guitar at that point. Um,
That's
Couldn't.
okay.
yeah,
I still stand it. That sounds sick.
yeah. I think there is like a single recording that I'm on. It's like a song on one like an early compilation, But
Heck yeah. Well, I guess if I ever dive deep into Hunks and his Punks discography, I'll have to look for the track that Ray played guitar in.
yeah, yeah, cover your ears when you find it. um, yeah, I mean that was a fun band, and obviously like they went on to do cool things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, your most recent record under your R.E. Seraphin project called Room Forever, which is out digitally and coming out very soon via Paisley Shirt and Mount St. Mountain, I believe that's how you say it.
yes.
What can you tell me about it?
So that's and I am hesitant to use this term because it's cliche at this point, but it's kind of that was kind of a quarantine record where it's just like I was like not able to play music with my bandmates and like uh, wasn't able to record in a studio, obviously. So I just like recorded demos on my phone and then kind of I sent them first to Owen, who overdubbed parts, and then sent them to my friend Ye Ming, who overdubbed some parts, and then I sent it to finally to my friend Matt, who lives in New Zealand, and he mixed and mastered the thing. So um, it's a global record. I expect global influences. Um,
Yeah, that was way back in March. It feels like a lifetime ago.
yeah, we started recording it in March.
That is a
Early.
while ago.
Yeah, it was just kind of like an on the fly type recording process. I didn't have songs prior to like hitting the record button, so I was just kind of like set this timeline for myself of like finishing a song a week, and then yeah,
Yeah,
managed to put something together.
that's sick. So,
Yeah.
I know you said this is sort of like a quarantine record, but has like the pandemic influenced your creativity in any way on that record?
Um,
Or was it more of just like, demos you kind of already had in mind before this stuff started and you're kind of just like, well, I mean, I have time now, so.
um, I think some of them had a basis in like voice memos that I had recorded. But otherwise, I think it was purely a quarantine record. I don't know if it expressly if the pandemic expressly influenced the writing, but I would say like there was kind of a general anxiety that I was feeling. Obviously, everyone else was at the time, and that
Yeah.
probably played into some of the lyrics.
So, did either of you guys have any projects before you started doing your solo RE Seraphin stuff or playing with Ray?
Yeah, we were in a band together called Talkies, which was um, basically similar musically. There,
Yeah.
Basically.
it was slightly more democratic. Owen wrote a couple songs,
Yeah.
and we had another singer that also contributed songs. But yeah, sort of poppy, rocky.
Yeah, that's sick. So, what happened to Talkies? Did they kind of just like fade out and turn into what you're doing now, or?
Sort of. I had kind of like I had started it when I lived in Oakland
Mhm.
around 2014. I moved to Austin for a couple years, and I kind of revived the project there. And then I moved back, and when I moved back to Vallejo, I started yet another iteration of the band. And like after about a year or so, we started to like slow down, and it was like hard to schedule practice and hard to uh, get our act together for shows. So I just kind of pulled the plug on it, and
Yeah, that's
wanted
fair.
to start
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah, that happens. That's sick though.
So,
I'll have to check out the talkies. Do you guys have recordings up still of that or?
yeah, yeah. We wrote two albums, Bright slash Sunny, and also Kowtow, two albums. They're on Bandcamp. Check them out.
Sick. I'll be sure to look into that. So, you guys, I believe, worked with Paisley Shirt and Mount St. Mountain. What can you tell me about those labels?
Um,
How do you like get involved with them? Like,
uh, Paisley Shirt Records is my friend Kevin Lynn. He, I don't know. He's a dude. He records songs under the name Sad Eyed Beatniks. Yeah, I don't know. He's a legend.
yeah, that's
He,
sick.
yeah, he's just into cool music. I liked what he was doing with the label, so I reached out to him after he released an album by the band Hits,
Yeah.
um, who are a great Oakland act. And then yeah, he responded to me almost immediately. He wanted to put out Tiny Shapes, my first album, and we just kind of developed a rapport from there. And then Mount St. Mountain is Mark Kaiser. Has played in many bands. He was in a band called Shove in the '90s with Jay Howell, who is the like Bob's Burgers illustrator.
Oh, wow, that's sick.
And he had a record label in the early 2000s. He was like one of the first people to put out a record by the Shins.
Oh, no way. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a lifer. He's been in the Bay Area music scene for a long time, and yeah, just a super cool, down to earth dude. And loves putting out records that don't make money.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel like that's sometimes more meaningful than putting out stuff that would make, I don't know. I mean, I think the DIY scene is a lot more intriguing than sort of the more commercial way, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, put out
Anyway,
work.
Definitely.
um, so I think that just about does it for the questions I have, but actually have a couple more. Top five albums go.
Okay, cool. Top five albums.
Yeah,
Okay.
top five albums go.
Um, hmm. Forever Changes by Love.
Nice.
Marque Moon by Television.
Sick.
Um, 16 Lovers Lane by the Go Betweens. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Let It Be by the Replacements. And oh God. I'll go with Eternally Yours by the Saints.
Nice.
Right. Owen?
Top five. I was just listening to it. Ocean Rain by Echo and the Bunnymen.
Tight.
How we gotta throw Beatles in there? In which it would be Let It Be also, but the Beatles this time.
Oh wow, that's controversial.
Maybe because I was
Not
also
that
just
good
listening.
of a Beatles album.
Oh, come on, it's great. Maybe it's because I was just listening to it also. It's like fresh in my mind.
Yeah, respect
What
that.
else? Very similar taste, right? I was just gonna say Forever Changes My Love. Oh, I gotta say Axis Bold as Love by Jimi Hendrix. And what else? Oh, probably Youth of America by the Wipers.
Some classics right there.
Sure.
So, do you guys have any last remarks or any places for people to check out your music or keep up with your guys' projects?
Oh yeah,
Keep up with your
Spotify.
It's my favorite part. Yeah, Bandcamp. You can check out Tiny Shapes and A Room Forever on the Paisley Shirt Records Bandcamp. And you can also check those out on SoundCloud on the Mount St. Mountain page. And yeah, that's about. It's on all major platforms. I'm pro Bandcamp though. Listen to Bandcamp, buy stuff on Bandcamp.
yeah, for sure. Bandcamp all the way.
It's the best, the superior platform.
It is 100%. So, I'm super stoked again that we could get you guys on the show. I actually found your project. My friend writes for the Tabs Out Cassette podcast. He writes for their like website, and I guess Tabs Out sent him a copy of your tape, and he was like, "Yo, you should check this out. You should play this on your show." So that's how I found like Paisley Shirt and stuff. So Yeah, it's
Sounds
so cool to get you guys on the show. So
Awesome. Yeah.
before I go, I actually have one more kind of a doozy of a question. Are you guys ready for it?
maybe depends.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any way you could prepare, but are you ready?
As long as it's not about like Trump or Nancy Pelosi or you know,
Yeah, it might be
Yeah,
though.
Kamala
We're about to
Harris.
find out.
Okay.
yeah, I think we're chilling in terms of that. But
I'm
so
ready.
are you sure?
So,
Okay, so a rat is going to jump into your mouth. Do you want to go head first into your mouth or butt first into your mouth, and why?
Wait, sorry. Rephrase the question.
So a rat is going to jump or fall into your mouth. Some people like to think of it as falling. So say you're just chilling there, maybe asleep, and there's a rat in your ceiling, like Ratatouille, you know that scene, and
Okay.
then it's gonna fall into your mouth, either head first or butt first. Which would you prefer and why?
I think head first.
Assuming that most rats are not like Ratatouille and instead carry uh, diseases and possibly have rabies, I'm going to go with butt first
Huh.
because I don't want a rat to like scratch up the inside of my mouth.
That's
I think
fair.
the shape of the rat is a bit more like so the pointy end first is going to go right into you without it being too obstructive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's like, would you
The
rather have
tail
like,
though.
yeah, that,
Ooh, you have to
yeah,
be okay with like some
has
rat
to be.
spaghetti if you were to go butt
You maybe
first.
swallow it, or it's just going to kind of land in your mouth and then you're going to spit it out.
Yeah, I mean that's up to you to make the scenario. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still going to go with head first. It's a little smoother trajectory, I guess.
Yeah, I feel that. And then I guess you also have like if it were gonna start fighting, you could also fight back, I guess, in terms of clamping down with your with the old chompers or
Yeah, you could probably
that.
take it out later.
One of my favorite responses, which is the vegan response, the best vegan response that I found, is let it go, butt first, and then, you know, just hold the gag reflex with the tail, and then kind of tame it like a little ratatouille, make it a little friend, pet its head, and there you go. Vegan option, nobody gets hurt, everything's okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I had a pet rat in high school, and it was really sweet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It ate some chocolate and had a heart attack, unfortunately. So it's good to know if you have a rat, if it
Ooh,
eats chocolate,
that's
it's really bad for
brutal.
it. I didn't like feed it chocolate. It just like was scampering around, and there was some chocolate sitting out. I got to it before I could save it. But it was a sweet little guy while I had him.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Okay.
Um, yeah, rats are cool. I'm vegan. I'm pro rat. Yeah, I'm a butt first guy.
Respect. So you're vegan, you said?
I am.
Okay, one last question. I guess thoughts on Beyond Meat.
I always confuse Beyond Meat and Impossible Meat.
Yeah, actually, I guess
Which
that's
one is like the
I
more sciencey of the two?
I think that's impossible to be honest, but for some reason I kind of associate them as being the same, actually. I don't know.
Kind of tastes like cardboard, I think, and then Impossible Meat sort of tastes like, yeah, I think it's passable. I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely not like a real burger, but it's like decent facsimile. I could see how people could get down with it. Not down with like um, laboratory food
mm.
necessarily, and that like extends to like Cheetos too. But
Oof. Yeah,
um,
I feel you.
but,
Um, so
yeah,
most people I have in LA, I like to recommend them to go to this place called Lettuce Feast, and it's like all vegan and it's black owned. It's super cool. So anybody listening on the radio, if you're from LA, you should go check this out. But they have like vegan fried chicken, and it is the best vegan fried chicken I think I've ever had. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's plant based and it's pretty cool. So if you ever come down to LA, check it out. They have like vegan, like banana pudding and all this stuff too. It's pretty sick.
I was gonna say solely vegan. That's pretty bomb. Don't they do? Do they fry chicken?
I think they have the fried
They
substances
do
there.
fry,
Um,
fry vegan food equivalent.
yeah, solely vegan's great. In Jack London.
Uh-oh.
Oh
I'll have
no.
to check it out. But
Can you, or did I disappear? Did
I
we
think
disappear?
that the video cut off, but that's okay. So anyways, I think that about does it for the questions and interview part. If you're tuning in, you're tuned in on Sunday here, KCSB FM 91.9 in Santa Barbara, of course. This is TBD Presents. And if you're catching the live stream, thanks again. And if you missed the live stream, be sure to find it on my YouTube, Twitch, and of course the radio. Whatever time frame you're tuning in, kind of mix that up. But yeah, thanks again, guys. I'm going to cut the live